and welcome to the very first episode of the Tidy in 10 show. My name is Jamie Novak, and I am delighted that you're here. Thank you for starting off a brand new year with me and taking a chance on a brand new show. I hope you love it. We have a limited run, so it'll be 4 episodes. But if you continue to show up, maybe tell a friend or two, we might be able to make it go just a little bit longer and maybe even longer than that. So, very, very excited. Today in the show, I'm going to give you the 3 things that are the absolute easiest to declutter as we get started with that January fresh start, reset. If you sort of made a resolution to get organized, if this is going to be your year, we're going to talk about resolutions because they're not really my favorite thing. I'd rather frame it as like a practice. 2 things. We're going to practice the decluttering to get better at it if we feel like, gosh, it's not really my wheelhouse yet. But also, it's the gentle practice of doing it versus like I must do this because it's a new year and I'm going to change how I've always ever done stuff. So, yeah, we've got a lot to chat about today. We also will be doing one of my most favorite things, and that is setting a timer. In fact, you see that timer behind me. If we've been friends for a while and you've tuned into other shows of mine, this is a brand new timer. So I am delighted to sort of debut it here with you. It is an hourglass timer with blue sand. And I mean, could it be more perfect that it suits the book cover? And happy birthday. Happy book birthday. My book, Keep This, Toss That, the newest one that I wrote, it actually published on January 6th. So it's a book birthday. So happy birthday to the book. And if you have a copy, pull it up. And if you want a copy, of course, it's available wherever books are. In fact, I popped a link into the show description. And of course, just a disclaimer, the fine print at no additional cost to you. Any of the links you see there that are affiliate links or associate links may earn me a small commission, which makes this whole thing run because believe it or not, there's no advertisers yet. But that is one of our hopes to grow the show. And you're going to be a big part of that. So thank you. All right. If you just tuned in, welcome. My name is Jamie Novak. Chat's open. So if you're a subscriber to the show, pop in chat, say hello, ask your questions. There's a really good chance that there's been a question you've wanted to ask a professional organizer. But if you don't hire a professional organizer, how are you going to get that question answered? And if I don't have the answer, I'll do the research and get back to you. So let me know. Pop in chat, say hello. Give me your questions, all the things. I'm going to share with you the 3 things that I think are the absolute easiest to declutter at the start of the new year. And in just a bit, we're also going to start that timer. This happens to be a brand new sand hourglass timer. And I know what you're thinking, Jamie, it's really cute. And it's also functional. And I'm giving a little giggle. I say that because if you read the book, Keep This, Toss That, you know that I believe I made up the acronym for CUTE, CUTE. And if you know the answer, pop it in chat. The acronym CUTE, I think, stands for something. And who's going to beat me to it? Cute, CUTE, I think stands for, I mean, I made this up, so I guess I can say it. Can't use this ever. Can't use this ever. So think of cute stuffed animals and cute novelty salad tongs that have snowflakes on them. So cute, CUTE, can't use that ever. All right. So, yes, the timer's cute, right? It's so cute. It's like the perfect size. It's really fun. It's got blue sand. Who doesn't love that? But also totally functional. So that's why it gets to live here. Great questions rolling in. Oh, yes. So many excellent things. Okay. I'm going to be answering them during that Ask Me Anything moment. So keep them coming in and we'll see what we can address. Oh, I've got longtime friends tuning in here. Hello. Oh my gosh, Joyce got it. Yep, can't use this ever. Absolutely. That's it. That's the answer. So as we're, decluttering for that fresh start, maybe you have decor, seasonal decorations, things that are just kind of dust collectors. And if you go, you know what, it was cute in the moment, but I'm going to pass it on. Donation is always a great option. So, yeah, if you need a donation list, you can find it at jamienovak.com. It's like 150 items long. I alphabetized it for you. You're welcome. Um, and I'm going to say that, okay, I can't always tell from your on screen name what your like the name you want me to call you is, but I'm guessing for here it's maybe Monica. Um, and it's the first question in the chat. It's a question I've never been asked before. And that is rare. It's so exciting to me when I get asked something I've never been asked before. So we can play, try to stump the professional organizer. But this is one of them. Deer head mounts. So for those that are not a big fan of that, totally understand. Um, but maybe we've inherited them. They're yours. You love them. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna say, I know we're not in the ask me anything moment, so we didn't quite get to the Q&A, but my goodness. Yeah, okay. Yes, my husband's a hunter. So someone in the family, maybe you moved into a home and they didn't take them with them. Who knows where we ended up with them, but we have them. So I'm thinking you've got, hunting clubs, you've got things like free cycle, which is where you can list things to give away to your neighbors for free. Now, these are your neighbors, but they're not your trusted friends. So always do this safely. Meet in a public place, police department. If you felt comfortable dropping something off to someone's front lawn or having them pick it up from yours, if that's available. But, police station parking lot's always a great option. But Monica, I have to say, starting off the new year, brand new question, never been asked before, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. So thank you. Keep those questions rolling in. Chat's open. Say hello. We always also love to celebrate your wins. Do you have a new year plan? I'm going to invite us to think about dividing up the new year. We've got 12 months, and let's just maybe figure a focus for each month. That's one way that I found that I don't feel like I'm kind of ping-ponging through the house, fluttering like a hummingbird, flitting about, bouncing from place to place, doing a little here, a little there. And actually, when I do that, and tell me if this sounds like it's happened to you, everything actually looks a little bit worse because I've kind of pulled stuff out. I've half gone through it. I wasn't finished, but I moved on to something else. And then it actually almost looks worse. Now I really can't find anything because if you ask me and things are in a pile or they're in a drawer and I didn't go through it, I kind of know about where it is. Start moving stuff around and forget it. So I'm going to invite us to, in our time together here in the program, but then also, outside of it, think about maybe blocking off your year in those months. So we've got January, right? We're starting right now, fresh start, turn the calendar page. Let's do this, right? So January, what's the focus going to be? It's not that you can't tidy, clean, organize, straighten, declutter any other place. I'm just saying a main focus. So it could be a room, it could be a category, it could be a new practice in terms of, this was my mom's favorite and it's one that's just been passed down to me. And I say it to myself, I don't even know. I would probably say a million times a day. That's probably too many, but it feels like that. And so the phrase is this. Are you ready? Okay. I feel like we're going to need a drum roll in the show. If this show goes beyond 4 episodes, and it can with your help, we just need 200 more subscribers. So anything you could do to make that happen would be awesome. Thank you for helping me. Okay. We're going to maybe we can get an official drum roll. Or maybe I have one of those toddler drums. Did you have that as a child? I had the one, it had a strap that went around your neck. It had the drum. And then inside the drum were the maracas and the triangle and the tambourine. And am I dating myself? Did anyone else have this? I think I still have mine. If I do, okay, I'm going to look for it. And if I have it, that will be our drum roll for next episode. What do we think? Do we like that idea? Otherwise, we'll have to get an official drum roll. Anyway, now I forgot what I was going to drum roll. Oh, okay. No, I remember. Okay. I was going to tell you the phrase. Are you ready? Okay. Pretend drum roll. I'm not going to actually do it because music is not my thing. Organizing, yes. Drum rolls and singing, you don't want that in this show. So thank goodness. No, thank you. Okay, drum roll. The phrase is, don't put it down, put it away. What do you think? Do you love it? Do you love it as much as I do? I hear my mom saying it over and over every day in my head. And I don't get it right every time, and I try not to judge that. I just pick it up and put it away. Don't put it down, put it away. So, in this show, I'm going to share with you the three easiest things to declutter as a start to the new year. And then, next episode, which happens next Tuesday, 4 p.m. New York, New Jersey time, live, but you can always catch the replay. We're going to talk about storage and my new favorite thing when it comes to storage. So I cannot wait to, and I'll show that to you. I'll actually have it and I'll like show it to you live. So very excited. Plus there might be some behind the scenes photos that'll go along with that. So you'll get like a glimpse into my home, which I'm excited to share with you. Okay, but we are going to talk about those three things in just a moment. Before we do, that phrase is don't put it down, put it away. Just imagine what would change. What would change in the level of stuff left out for you to that get lost, things that get broken because they didn't get put away, things you need to replace, to buy again, spend money, spend time, get totally frustrated because you just saw it and now it's gone because we didn't put it away and now it's under a layer of something and we have to kind of like excavate it out. So don't put it down, put it away can be a wonderful practice as we think about 12 months to the new year. Happy 2026. We're really focusing in on that one thing, and maybe it's creating that habit in January and then a specific area in February. So you'll decide. I think it'll become a little bit more clear as we go along. Oh my gosh. Oh dear, is the chat about the head mounts. I love it. So free cycle, we have clubs. You have, hunter friends, hunter clubs. You even have things like Facebook Marketplace where you can put things on for $0. Again, always use the utmost caution. These are our Facebook friends. They're not always our real life friends. Sometimes they are. Maybe we're friends on Facebook, but these are not your trusted, like next door neighbor. We've known each other for a really long time, friends. So always use caution. So I think that's probably what I would say. And of course, depending on where you live, you could also check with like the Department of Public Works. They may have, if it's at the point of me needing to be recycled type of a thing. So I love it. All right. It looks like Denise is having a challenge underneath like the kitchen corner cabinet turntable. That was a really popular design for a bit of time. So yeah, I know what you're saying. Probably the best in that like kind of turntable spot. And if anyone knows it, it's sort of the corner cabinet, if I'm imagining it the way that you're describing it. And then you spin it and things fly off into the back of the cabinet. We have no idea what's there. So the first thing I do is put some stick up lights. And in fact, I can add those to the show notes. So I'll add lighting, the lights that I like, battery operated or rechargeable LEDs. So they're super bright. Motion activated means you like spin it and it turns on, then it turns off on its own. So you don't waste the battery, which is also wonderful. So I would put lighting there first of all. That's the first thing, because when you can't see the space, any space under cabinets, under sinks, backs of deep drawers, shelves, floor of a closet. Don't put it where you're going to trip on it, but like mount it to the wall or lean it, off to the side. We don't want any tripping hazards ever, which means nothing on the floor, nothing on the stairs. That's a really good guideline for the new year for sure. So lighting first, because once we can illuminate it, then we can use the space to the best of our ability. Always measure. Measuring is going to be key. How many times have I bought like a drawer organizer, organized it beautifully, then went to shut the drawer and it won't shut because I didn't measure the depth of the drawer. So ice cube trays work, and like storage containers, especially ones without lids or that aren't food safe anymore because they're scratched, bubble, melted, peeling, hopelessly stained sounds about right. So typically on those, like the Lazy Susan turntable, and if you're just tuning in, we're doing a little Q&A, then I'm going to give you the three things that are the easiest to declutter. Then we're going to start a timer. So, okay, this turntable. Stacking things usually, because that way closed lids, if it falls off, it won't, everything open and like, be a big mess back there. So lighting, and then usually stacking, because there are even organizers that are a bit on an angle, so that you can really make the best of that space. It's not the most user friendly, but I think once you figure out what's best stored there based on what you have, you'll go, oh, that was it. So sometimes it's like a little bit of a trial and error, like put something there, go, that's the worst idea. Let me move that out, put that in. And if you're like, but Jamie, as a longtime expert professional organizer who's authored multiple books, including the one over your shoulder, shouldn't you know that already? And yes and no. Because we all own different things, we reach for different things more often than other, so there is always a little bit of trial and error. Oh my gosh, I love this. We've got some friends tuning in. Donna saying, like, please, if you're in the area, the Westfield Service League would be great for donating things. Funds raised go back right into the local community, which we love, and so we need stuff. Donna might actually, if she's available, to give us a little more detail on that. Are we talking about, can we bring in like seasonal holiday things, or do we hold those at home and bring those in at the end of the fall? I know organizations don't always have the most amount of storage space, so it just depends. All right. Love this. Are we ready? I think it's time. We're going to reveal the 3 things that are the absolute easiest. Donna says, bring in anything, anytime. I love that. So let's get it going. Let's support our local community organizations that give back to the community. If it's something that they, for some reason, can't accept, or you can't get it there are other organizations. And if you need a list, there's a whole list at jamienovak.com, JAMIENOVAK. You probably know it by now, jamienovak.com. And I'm going to add that one, Donna. So if you're looking for something local to the Westfield, New Jersey area, perfect. So we love that. Thank you. And thank you for all you do. It's not always easy to, sort of volunteer. You need the time and the energy and the enthusiasm. And if that's part of what you want to do this year, let's get that on your calendar. And then we declutter, so you save time. And then you've got time to do the things you've been wanting to do. Read a book for pleasure, get back to a hobby or craft, donate the hobby or craft supplies because we're not going to do that hobby or craft, all the things. So let's talk about the 3 things that are I believe, the absolute easiest to declutter as we start off our new year together. And then we're going to start our trusty little timer. And I'll give you just 10 minutes where I'm not really going to say much. I'm just going to be here cheering you on and answering questions in the chat. So this will give you the opportunity with a dedicated block of time. You've already decided to tune in, and thank you again for that. So because you're tuned in, why not do some decluttering? I mean, I could talk for a little bit longer, but really no one wants that. I think we'd rather get something done. So if you're feeling energized, motivated, holding yourself accountable because we're here together, the collective enthusiasm and energy of this show, I hope will propel us all to do a little something during the show. And then that will maybe be that snowball effect of I did a little, and then I'll do a little more and a little more. And all of a sudden the table's clear, or the closet, I can close it, or I'm not afraid to open the cabinet. So we love all of that. All right. Don't forget also to shout out your wins in the chat, because we love to celebrate what you're getting done, but also it inspires us to know that it's possible, which is, just so great. All right. And next Tuesday is the show about storage, so you're not going to want to miss that. All right. Are we ready? The 3 items that I think are the easiest to declutter this time of year, most especially, but maybe ever. And so I'm going to say them. If anyone wants to pop them in the chat, we'd appreciate it. But I don't want to multitask by trying to chat and type and talk and all the things. But okay, are we ready? Number 1, again, we need the drum roll. I have to find that drum set. It was so fun. It was yellow. It had a yellow lid. I remember it clearly. And it also was very loud. So when my younger sisters would pound on it, I was like, why do we have that as a gift in this house? Yeah, not a fan, but it's cute. It'd be perfect now. Okay, here's the thing. If I gave it away, I'm going to go, oh, now I could use it. And then I'm going to go, but that's okay because someone's been using it this whole time. So if I gave it away, I'll be happy about it. But if I didn't, I'll be extra happy because then I get to play it for you badly, unfortunately for you. Okay, are we ready? Number 1 on our list of 3 things that are I believe, the absolute easiest to declutter this time of year if you're trying to free up space and make some quick progress. Number 1 on the list is things to give back. Things to give back. Pop in the chat. Let me know. But give a comment. What's something that comes to mind when I say that? If you're not able to chat, it might be because you're not subscribed to the show. So hit the subscribe button and then it should let you chat. So if you're like, why isn't it letting me chat? That might be the reason why. Okay, so here it is. Things to give back. Let's see what some of the comments are that are going to roll in. things to give back. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind for me, because libraries are one of my favorite places to spend time, library books. Anything that needs to go back to the library, things to give back, things to give back to the library. So, books I borrowed. Did you borrow cookbooks over the holiday season? Did you make a new dish? If you made a new dish and it was delicious, let us know. I feel like I'm equally passionate about decluttering as I am making new recipes. And I always love to hear about them, even though I will probably never make them. It just makes me happy to know what you're making. Okay, so number one, items to give back. Library books come to mind, all the things. Okay, here we go. Again, I apologize. Sometimes your handle, right, your at name online is not maybe the name you'd like me to call you. So I don't know, but here it is. A small platter in the trunk of my car I've been meaning to return to a friend for 3 years. May this be the year, May 2026 be the year that your friend gets the platter back. And I'm wondering if you're going to go to give the platter and the friend is going to say, is this mine? I don't remember it. You've had it this whole time. I feel like there's a moment that's going to happen here that's probably going to make us all laugh. Well, good luck. Yes. So platters to give back to friends, pie plates, cookie tins. Someone left a sweater, someone left a sweatshirt, books to go back to the library, something to give back because it's not yours. You need to give it back to the owner. It's not yours. Hopefully, remember who that owner is. So, something to give back. So, yes, library comes to mind, platters to go back, and 3 years is a really long time to be hanging out in the trunk of the car. It's probably a very well-traveled platter. It's been like, heading around town for a while. I love it. Okay, so give back. Number 2 on the list is returns. Return to the store. Now, give back and return could kind of be the same thing because return to sender, return to the library, return to platters, but I'm meaning returns in terms of like right after the holiday season. I need to return this. The size is off, the color's wrong. We got 2 of them. We don't need it. I never gave it to the person. I bought it as a gift and didn't give it. And you're probably like screaming at the camera, like, but Jamie, why don't I just put it on my gift shelf? Because I will never remember to give it. But if you do like to have like a standing gift shelf, then sure, return it to the gift shelf. So returns that need to get your money back, or maybe something you ordered online that needs to get boxed up. And it's kind of a pain because you got to print the thing and then you got to attach the thing and you need the packing tape. Then you got to get the box out the door and you have to avoid putting the box in the trunk of your car and driving around with it for 3 years, like our friends. So, I mean, that's just part of the game, right? So thanks for making us giggle with that one. Okay. So items to give back is number 1. Returns is number 2. And number 3 is already decided to donate. So the third easiest items to get out the door for a fresh start to the new year, already decided to donate. You bagged it up, you boxed it up, you put it somewhere to give away, you tucked it in a drawer and you're like, it's going to leave and it's still here. Or talking about the trunk of the car, you put the bag or box to be donated in the car and you've been driving around. Can anyone beat 3 years of something hanging out in the car that needed to go somewhere? I feel like 3 years might be a max, but let's see. What's your highest count in terms of like days, months, years of things hanging around, driving around with you? I do that a lot with items to go to the pet shelter, even though I happen to drive by a lot and try really hard not to go in to adopt another dog as much as I really want to. But I try to support them in other ways by donating items. And so I drive by a lot. And there is this like outside bin that you can put stuff in that's weather safe. Yet I just drive by. And then I'm like a couple of blocks down, or I guess at that, I'd probably turn around. I guess it's more like a couple of, neighborhoods over. And I'm like, once again, drove right by. So my plan now going forward is not to put it in the trunk, but then when I'm going, put it next to me because I'll have a better chance of remembering. I mean, who knows, but I got a better chance. I just have to up my odds of getting the stuff out. Give back, returns, and already decided to donate. So there we go. If you need that donation list, it's at jamienovak.com, already all alphabetized. And of course, Monica gave me something new to add to my list for the first time in a while. So thank you. Are we ready? Are we energized? Should we do the whole like getting decluttered thing earlier in the show? How long should the show be? Should I just talk and talk until it gets dark out and then we can make it like an overnight slumber party show. I don't know. Let me know. Is 4 o'clock on a Tuesday, New York, New Jersey time good? Tell me all the things. Victoria says if I decide to re-gift something I can't use, I put it on the gift shelf. Make sure you leave a note about who gave it to you so that you don't accidentally have the faux pas of re-gifting the gift back to the sender. Yes, Victoria, I 100% love this idea with my whole heart. Yes, write who gave you the gift. I could not agree more. And I would also just maybe give a little nudge to that also, which you probably already do. And that is actually open it and look at it. Because I have received gifts that I believe were re-gifted. And I only know that because when I open it, there was a gift card, there was a note, there was some sort of personalization that you weren't expecting. And you might actually remember there was a sitcom show with a toaster that was personalized, right? And then they returned the toaster, but it had been engraved because, giving grandma like a personalized item, but also practical, all the things. So there we go. Okay. And Joyce has some clothes in the back of the cart. Yep. So it seems like we all have a lot of stuff hanging out in the cart. If you don't have a vehicle, there's probably, somewhere in your home or apartment where these things are accumulating and it's time to get them out the door because if we still own it, it's still our clutter. We just moved it to a different location. So all right. We're ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? I mean, I don't have to be ready because I'm going to still be hosting the show. You have to be ready to do a little tidying up. It's going to be a 10-minute moment and then we'll wrap the show after we celebrate your wins. So get ready to cheer each other on. I'm going to start a timer as a timer on my phone. I'm also going to flip over our sand timer, which our hourglass timer I'm so excited to use for the very first time. So this is going to be fun. Okay, so our timer is going to start ticking. When the timer ticks, always, always, always organize safely. No one should be getting anything heavy from overhead. We're not teetering on ladders. We're not getting up on step stools. I don't do any of that. Hopefully someone else can help me or spot me. But if you're doing this on your own, no one's running. We're not racing around, right? A very easy, gentle decluttering together. And my invitation to you is going to be 10 in 10. Doesn't that look like jazz hands? 10 in 10. 10 in 10. Not a dancer, not a singer, but jazz hands. Okay, so 10 in 10. Here's what I'm thinking. In the 10-minute moment, if you don't already have something planned to work on, and maybe you do because something's been calling your attention, you've been procrastinating about it or whatever, 10 in 10 is find 10 things to put away, a few things to put into donation. So 3 things into donation counts as 3. 2 things to throw in the trash counts as 2 more. Put some stuff away, it all counts. If you're more of a, I need to just sit here right now mode, delete 10 emails, delete 10 photos, delete some videos. Each one is a 1 point, and we're trying to get 10 points by the end of 10 minutes. So if that sounds like fun, join me for that. If that does not sound like fun, or you have something else more pressing, then let's do that. If you're ready, we're going to start a timer for our 10 in 10. Now we're going to need some sort of a little jingle so you know it's starting. Okay, are we ready? I'm going to start the timer. You can do this outside of our show. Of course, I would hope that you would replay the show and do it again with us. You can always just fast forward to the 10-minute part. So that would be great. But you could also just play your favorite song twice or 3 times and kind of, gets us moving. All right, are you ready? We're going to count it down together. We're going to begin in 3, 2, 1, and go. Our timer's ticking. Our hourglass has been tipped over and it is time to declutter. 10 in 10 is my invitation to you, but you can certainly do whatever feels like would be the best use of your time. So our timer is ticking away and you are getting down to decluttering business. Let's do it. Oh, awesome comments rolling in the chat as our time elapses like sand in an hourglass. Declutter so the clutter leaves our lives. We're going to need a good tagline. Here we go. Timer's ticking and you are busy, busy, busy. Timer's ticking. How's it going over there? I am cheering you on. Let's make a little progress as our timer ticks away. Do a little time check-in, not to rush you, just to let you know that 1 minute has elapsed. So if you're like, this is so long already, it's only been 60 seconds. You've got plenty of time. And if it feels like it's going too fast, you have plenty of time. 9 minutes left on our timer. What are you getting done? I can't wait to hear all about it. Timer's ticking. Do a little check in. You're not even at 8 minutes left. Plenty of time to make more progress. You're trying to get 10 things done in 10 minutes. It's a tall order, but I know you can do it. We're going to build your confidence. Here we go. 8 minutes on the timer. If you're following along with us and getting a little something done, maybe you're deleting some emails or photos, and maybe you're up and doing something. Can't wait to hear all about it when we come back. Timer's ticking. So, not to pressure you, plenty of time left. 7 minutes on our timer. Make great decisions little by little. It's going to make a big difference. All these little moments add up to a big win. You've got this with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left on the timer. Plenty of time. Do you feel like we're going to need some decluttering music, like a little playlist in the background? We'll have to work on that. If you can help get me to, we're going to need 1,000 subscribers and we're like 200 shy. So anyone you can suggest that they subscribe will help to ensure the show can stay on the air. So thank you for that. 7 minutes left on our timer. 7 minutes. Can you do 7 more things? Find something to put away, toss, shred, recycle, donate. Timer's ticking. Are you loving a timed moment where you're encouraged to like do something with us because you're here and why not? I hope so. That was part of the goal of putting this together for you. We've got 6 minutes left on the timer, which means you're not even halfway through, or, oh my gosh, I'm not even halfway through yet. Whichever way you look at it, you've still got more than halfway to go. Timer's ticking. I'll give you a little shout out at the halfway mark, but we're not there yet. I can't wait to hear what you're working on. Keep going, stay focused. Try to be where your feet are. Focus where you are instead of flitting about like a little hummingbird, which is what I do sometimes. We're at 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. And we're just up on that halfway mark. Let's take a look at our sand in the hourglass. There it is. So fun to watch it elapse, right? Can you see it dropping down? Love it. And we're officially at the halfway mark. So half of our sand has elapsed, and we've got 5 minutes left on our timer. There it is. See the clutter just dripping away? That's the plan. Halfway through, 5 minutes to go. Can you put away a few more things? Find something else to add to your donate bag? Four minutes left on our timer. So excited. Can't wait to hear about your successes as our timer ticks away. 4 minutes and counting. It's all happening. The timer is ticking down. Are you feeling energized? I hope so. Successful? I hope so. 3 minutes. Can't wait to see what you've been up to as our timer ticks away. If you like the live organizing part of the program, you're really loving this part. And if you're like, I didn't know we were doing this, no worries. We'll be wrapping up in 3 minutes. Is 10 minutes actually longer than you expected? I'm guessing it might be. And you're probably recognizing just how much you can accomplish before this buzzer is going to ring in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Tick, tick, tick. Can't wait to hear about your wins, and we're going to do that in 2 minutes. This is your warning that we're down to a final 2 minutes. If you pulled out too many things, this is a great time to start putting some stuff back. If you can find one more thing to do, great. And we'll be back to share our wins. It's the 2 minute mark, everyone. It's going to be so fun to come back and read the chat, see what you've been busy doing, what you've accomplished with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. This is it. Final moments. We're going to wrap it up in our final minute. I can't wait to see what you've been doing. If you're back already and want to share your wins in the comments, if you're not able to comment, it might be because you're not subscribed to the show. So just hit subscribe and it should let you chat to me. Here we go. Are you ready? Final 50 seconds. One more thing. Sand is almost completely elapsed. So exciting to watch it drain through the hourglass. Is it bringing you back to any particular, maybe soap opera that you watched or someone in your family watched? 30 seconds. How's it going? Checking the chat. Join us in the chat if you want to celebrate a win. We'd love to see what you were busy doing, what you accomplished. It really does motivate everyone else, I think, to see like what you've done. It inspires us, but it also gives us ideas of what we could work on in a future show. We'll count it down together, just like the New Year's Eve ball dropping in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Here's our jazzy timer saying you did it. You stayed focused mostly for 10 minutes. Hopefully didn't make a bigger mess. Maybe found some things to put away. Did anyone reach 10 things in 10 minutes? Let us know in the chat. What were you busy doing? Our time has elapsed. Your buzzer, it already rang. So come on back if you'd like to join us in the chat. We'd love to celebrate your wins with you and be inspired by everything that you accomplish. So share away if you'd like. Whether or not you choose to share, I just want to say that I'm cheering you on, and these little wins add up to a big change. And that's really maybe what we're striving for when we're looking to declutter a specific area. So very excited about all of this. While we're waiting for some comments to roll in, I do just want to recognize our top fans of the show. So Flicka Ricka and Joyce and Monica, thank you so much for being here. Donna, Denise, and Victoria. So we've got our top fans. Oh my gosh, Lynn deleted 111 photos from the phone. So long. Pictures. Love everything about that. So it's fantastic. Called and made an appointment to have the veterans pick up. And so we've got a deadline, and deadlines ensure that things get done. So our time has elapsed. Thank you so much for playing along. The show's going to be wrapping up in just a moment. We absolutely want to make sure that we get to celebrate your wins. So scheduling an organization to come and pick up ensures that we make at least one bag or box. And it's a wonderful way to get things done because you have the accountability of someone else coming, which is fantastic. Yes, Victoria said cleaned and removed. Yes, that Christmas tablecloth. Put up more neutral one. Put on that hard plastic cover, which is great. Fewer items on the table. Things are getting put away. I love everything about this. And I absolutely love that when we started our time together, we talked about the things that are easiest to get done. The give back, that's something that needs to go back to whoever owns it, which could be the library or a friend, a neighbor, a coworker. Returns, like things to return to stores. And then, of course, already decided to donate. And one of the things that's really been helpful for me is a pop up basket. And I put a link in the show notes to it. And that way I can pop it open, put the stuff in, take it where I need to go, take it to the car, fold the bag down, come back in, and it stows away beautifully, but it keeps my entryway, which I don't really have one because you walk right into the first room. So entryway-ish, organized. Otherwise, stuff's on the floor, which we know is a big no-no, such a tripping hazard. Also doesn't look great. So I have a place to put that stuff. Otherwise, where's it going to go? And then I will walk out without it because it's on a table in the other room and I won't have what I need when I get where I'm going, which is never fun. So Joyce organized a drawer. Thank you. Found lots of rubber bands. Oh, we can make a rubber band ball. How fun. Yay. Okay. Next week on the show, we have 4 shows. And if it all goes well, we might be able to extend the run. So thank you for helping to make that happen by hitting subscribe and telling someone. Okay. Oh, yes. Don't forget to tell you about which lights I like for under the cabinet. Excellent. Okay. I will do that now. I will also put the link to them in the show note. So you'll have that. Next week's show is all about storage. So a few of you asked me about but I need specific ideas for how to store stuff. Tune in because next week is all about storage. So I'm very excited. I'm going to show you my new favorite thing. It's been working beautifully. And I'll have a link to that as well for next week. So you're not going to want to miss that. Please hit subscribe, maybe tell someone, and that way we can grow our group and then we can all be in this together and have our own little decluttering community, which is what I've been hoping to build for some time. And it means a lot to me that you're here first, supporting me and our show. And maybe we're going to meet friends in the chat, people we never would have, known otherwise, but technology and internet and YouTube has a great way of bringing us all together. So I love it. I love this. So again, sometimes your name doesn't match your, your handle, but move summer pants to the far end of the closet. I mean, what a good choice is that? Perfect. So everything's together. Yes. So Anne reminded me, don't forget to tell us about the lights. I'm going to tell you about them right now. So there are 2 styles that I like. Star Spangled is the brand, one brand on, if you're an Amazon shopper, Star Spangled, Star Spangled Banner is one brand. That's more of a round light, super bright, LED. I like motion activated because I can't forget to turn it off and it just pops on. I keep one over the electrical panel. So if the power goes out, it automatically illuminates the electrical panel. So I think they're wonderful. I just have them all over. I even have them stuck to the baseboard in certain areas because it makes runway lights, aisle lights, runway lights, in a theater at night for walking in the dark when we shouldn't be walking in the dark, but also I don't want to turn on the big overhead light overnight. And I have one right by my dog's pet bowl at night for water. So in case she wants water at night, I feel she'll be happier if it's illuminated water and she can find it. She probably doesn't care, but I do. So there you go. So Star Spangled is one brand. I'll drop the link in the show notes now so you'll be able to see it. And if having lights turn on, motion activated lights isn't right, then look for the ones that aren't. Also, you want them to use regular batteries. If they use the flat cell batteries, I never have those. I never know which one it is. If you prefer rechargeable, I'll put a rechargeable link in as well. Personally, as much as I'd like to, I will never charge them. I don't need one more thing in my life that charges. I mean, we're lucky that my phone is charged. It's rare. I'm just not great at plugging stuff in, and there's so many things that need to be charged. As much as I'd love to, they don't use a lot of battery power because they do turn off on their own. Anyway, enough about the batteries. I'll put the link in the chat. And if you need it, it'll be there in just a moment. How fun. Let's all just cheer for ourselves, for our friends, for our decluttering buddies here, and to a brand new year that's hopefully going to be filled with less clutter and more memory making moments that mean more to us than all the expired stuff we might be holding on to. So I'm delighted. We're going to say so long now. We're going to need some sort of a so long song. So if anyone's like great with that, let me know and we'll have like a little outro. But we're going to do this again next Tuesday. So thanks for hanging out with me. Some shows will be longer, some will be shorter. You'll let me know what's a good time frame. You're welcome, Denise. Thank you so much. I wonder if I can pop a reaction in here to celebrate everyone and give you all hearts for tuning in. Again, as we close out, my name is Jamie Novak. My newest book is Keep This, Toss That. And it just, you have a lot of ways to spend your time. And the fact that you decided to spend 45 minutes here with me, supporting a brand new show that you probably weren't so sure what was going to happen, it really means a lot. And I hope what happened is that we became friends, and we'll be friends, and we're going to declutter together. So we'll do it again next Tuesday. In the meantime, you can visit jamienovak.com, and I'm going to drop the link to the lights in the show notes now. Happy decluttering. Have an awesome week, a clutter-free one, and we'll see you next Tuesday, everyone. So long. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye now.